on the badge than the 2-finger.
Okay, this is our Bridgeport Milling machine. It's got a 48-inch table, a vari-speed head, and it's actually got a 4-axis DRO system, X-axis power feed, Y and Z-axis power feed as well. It's all running fine. I'm just going to run through, let you see the machine running, so you can make a good, virtual assessment of the machine yourself, and then please come down and see it for yourself. Okay, so it's had a full regrind. So the X, the Y axis, the tops of the table and the two sides have all been reground. It's lovely and smooth. Almost no backlash at all, just enough to make it nice and smooth. Same with the Y, it's lovely all the way across, it's all been reground. It's all fitted with safety handles, so you have to push them in to make them operate, and otherwise they spin like that. That's obviously for the power feed to be safe, Same with the Z-axis, lovely and smooth as well. That's actually got a safety handle on as well, so that will spin as well. And it's sprung loaded there, but that's obviously a safety feature for the power feed itself. Right, so everything's been stripped down service. There's new bearings, there's new lead screws, new nuts. Everything's new inside the machine. Absolutely beautiful. All the lube's been serviced as well. The locks are all working, so the X here, the Y there, and the knee down here, all working fine. The lube pump's all working. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fire up the X, the Y and the Z power feed and let you see them all moving together. You can see them all moving on the DRO system here. Each one of these has a rapid override. Press the little green button at the top, it rapids, or you can set it to whatever feed you like. You'll be able to see the axis still moving on the DRO here. Okay, so they're all working fine. Now underneath here there's stops to prevent any damage. So the stops underneath, hidden under here. So these are all these ones are movable, set them to wherever you want, but just don't go past the stops. Don't try and take them out or anything like that. You're going to crunch the power feed or you're going to crunch the scale on the back. Same with the Y, same with the Z. Please don't take them out. Obviously our warranty doesn't cover things like that. So yeah, just be careful of things like that and you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so if you're happy with the bottom end, that's all working good. I'll now move on to the quill and the variable speed head. So, firing up the head, we're running about 1000 RPM at the moment. We're going to engage the feed. Before you engage the feed, just move slightly off the stop so the feed won't engage it all the way up the top or all the way on the bottom stop, depending on where the stop is. It won't move, it won't engage if it's on that bottom stop. So it's engaging, pull this handle, engage easily, and you'll see the quill feed handle coming down. You should also see the scale operating on the DRO there, so that's this scale. There's another one on the knee down here. Trips are absolutely fine. Again, just take it off the stop for you. I'm going to reverse the direction by pushing this handle in. And you see the direction reverses easily. Let's go back up now. So for slowest. And that's the medium, just to show you all those working. Put it back to the high. I'll reverse the direction again. See, reverse is just fine. Sometimes that takes a little bit of teasing to get in. Never knock it with anything, just only with your hand. It is quite a big gear, just take quite a bit of feeling in. So if you've got any apprentices, just let them watch the video and say, please don't hit me. Okay, so that's working absolutely fine. Okay, there's a lock under here, that's for the quill. That's working absolutely fine. Lock's good. Okay, so now we're going to run up and down the spindle ranges. That's 2,200, which I'd say was high enough on a Bridgeport. And that's back down to 450. So you can hear on the entire range is absolutely fine. Really nice and smooth and quiet. Okay, this is in reverse. Sorry, I had to just stop some filing in the background. Yeah, that's 2,200. Which is plenty fast enough on the Bridgeport. Back down to 1,000. And back down to 450 again. Okay, so now we're going to change to low range. Sometimes this handle's a bit in the way when you're trying to change it to low range. So I recommend just move it out of the way. Make sure it locks in. There we go, just as quiet and low. That's 260 in low range. Middle about 1,000. And then 450 on the low. In reverse now. 260 in reverse and low. And then all the way back down to 50. Back to middle again. Break it. Okay, so now if you're happy with all of that, I'm going to move on to just demonstrate the guard and how the two knees work together. So I've opened the guard. You'll notice, well, if I put the power feed on, I'll put the spindle on, I'll open the guard. You'll notice that all the power feeds have shut down, the spindle's shut down, but the DRO stays on and the light stays on as well. So to reinitialise the machine, turn everything back off again, close the guard, press the green button and everything comes back on again. Okay, so that's how the guard works. Oh well, just before I'll just put this back into high range. Before I do that, there's another neutral here. So when the handle's pointed down, the spindle's actually neutral to clock everything up. So it's just to know that's all working fine. So that's back to high, just to show you it changes just fine, you know. There we go, back into high, no problem. Okay, so I just want to explain how the quill and the Z-axis scale work together. Okay, so they'll sum together. So wherever you move it, it's going to sum. Okay, so if I go to the top and zero out, bring the scale down. See, it's got -37. Then move the table up. The figure will get deeper, so the hole's got deeper. wind it up now. So as I wind up, it gets deeper, which is correct. So if I go back the other way, it's going to sun the other way. You can see it's getting a little shallower now. And the same, remove the quill, hole will get shallower. So just to show you how the two scales sum together on the Z. So you've even got a 3-axis stream, but you've got the summing system on the Z, which the two scales coupled together. It's a really nice system. Okay, so demo over, it's all ready to ship. Please come down to see it for yourself.